Hey, this is Easter week, and so I thought I'd just give a short Easter message. We all know the traditional story of Jesus being crucified and risen from the dead. And I would like to make this story a little personal for us because I think all these stories also are stories about our lives. And the spiritual path is really like the hero's journey. I've discussed this on past podcasts. We also go through what we might call crucifixion events and time in the tomb and resurrection. And what I mean by that is if we're on the spiritual path, we are committed to rising in consciousness. We're committed to becoming the authentic divine beings that we're created to be. And so there is a perpetual releasing of the old, letting go of the old, letting the old die away so that we may rise up to the next level of consciousness and step into more of our God nature. During life, we have lots of things to overcome. We've got trials as Jesus had trials. There's suffering, betrayal, people, friends leaving us. These are awful things that happen to Jesus and his path, and they also happen to us. He called us to follow him. So, this whole path is about following and being love and forgiveness in the face of all of it, even when you are in a crucifixion situation. Because on that cross, Jesus was love and forgiveness. And when we are feeling the torment and the suffering of our lives, if we stay in love and if we stay in forgiveness, there's a transformational thing that happens there. And the next step is the tomb. And the tomb is that in between time where you've left the old and you're not quite ready to rise up to what is new. And this is where you come apart for a while and allow the divine in the quiet to touch you and take the last step, the next step. And the next step is resurrection. And that is when we step into a new way of being. This is the hero's journey. When we go through a journey of trials, end up in the cave in the bottom of the journey. And at the end, we come back home as another person. I hope this story of Easter is something that you can take to your own heart and also recognize that this is our journey. There is a wonderful message for us, and that is that there is nothing to fear and that love and light transcends everything. So, no matter what is happening out in the world, no matter what is happening in your life, we can trust that God's Spirit, the great mystery, is supporting us and loving us and guiding us to the next highest level of the manifestation here on this earth as it is in heaven, the other side of the veil. So never forget that love and light always prevails. I'm going to leave you with these last 7 messages of Easter. 1, God is indiscriminate love and light, nothing else. Indiscriminate love and light. Number 2, suffering is not a destination. Do not stay on your own cross. This is a place where we have the opportunity to grow and expand ourselves. Number 3, only love holds power. Fear does not hold power. Evil does not hold power. Only love holds power. So surrender to it in this process. Number 4, the tomb is the mystery of the in between, and it holds the gift of transformation. You cannot go from crucifixion to resurrection without the tomb time. So, this is the middle magical space where we let God take the next step, the last step. And when you allow number 5, the divine present, to meet you there, you can safely die to your old self, but not until then. Number 6, there is nothing that can keep your light entombed. Just as in the story, Jesus resurrected and came out of the tomb, there's nothing that can keep your light, your love, your gifts, your amazing self entombed. Nothing. Your light will always, always shine on this planet. And lastly, number 7, life is eternal. So there's nothing to fear. And if you're centered on God, your light can never perish. It can only expand, reach out, and touch the world. I hope this message supports you during this Easter season. Thank you for listening. Namaste.